morning, everybody. Welcome to the Oakville Chamber's 11th virtual Pitch from the Podium series. Yes, we have been at this for a while now, and I assure you, we are all in this together. I am right there with you, and I cannot wait till we are actually doing this face-to-face again at our Good Morning Oakville, breakfast series. My favorite event for the last 11 years. Yeah, I've been around for a bit now. So let's keep up the good fight, stay positive, stay together on this, okay? We'll see each other soon. For now, we are going to get into doing some pitches for you. We've got some great speakers lined up, and I'm so happy to announce that we will be doing some virtual networking once we have all our pitches done. So we've cut this pitch part a little bit shorter than usual, down to about 20 minutes, just so we can have a little more time for the networking and get you out to work at a proper time. Now, we do have to start off with a little bit of housekeeping, and part of that is thanking our sponsors. Yes, Intelligent Office. I'm all stuck. Weird. Intelligent Office Oakville, my home for 9 years. If you need any reception service, basically anything that you would need at an office is there. You just pick and choose the pieces that you take. That's it. We've got some great pricing options for you. Give them a call over at Intelligent Office, 905-491-6800, or just give BB an email. I've got the details for that if you want that. We also have Second Cup Coffee. Oh, yes. Andrew and his great team down at 245 Lakeshore Road East can pour you their single drip. It is so fantastic. Get down there and see them. Now, we do have some actual housekeeping to do. So, folks, leave your microphones on mute for us so that we don't take attention away from our speakers. Put your information in the chat. So on Facebook a little bit later, this video is going to be posted for you guys all to see. Go on, put your details in there, because then anybody that's watching it or reading it who wants to find out some more information can click right on you. If in fact you don't see it there, you can always reach out to us. Naturally, we have the contacts for you and can get you connected with each other. Big part of what we do here at the Chamber, connecting. Now, we are going to do some Zoom networking right after this, and a reminder to all attendees. Let's see here. I think I just did this. I'm having one of those mornings. Okay, you know what, folks? We're going to kick right into the speakers. So this is really straightforward. You get 3 minutes to talk. All right. We're getting over 4,200 views on these things. So the word is getting out there. If you are interested in doing one of these 3-minute pitch from the podiums, give us a call. Go onto the website, oakvillechamber.com, and we'll get you all the information that you need. So speakers, if you are ready, we are going to kick this off now. And I am going to start with my good friend, Mr. Joseph Apps from Joe Apps Technology Support. Joe. Well, now you get to unmute.
Good morning, Oakville. My name is Joseph Apps. I'm from Joe Apps Technology Support, and we're a technology support company that focus on 1 to 25 users, small businesses, and helping them obtain the IT support they need. Not all small businesses can afford to have a full-time IT employee on staff. That's where we come in. We run a help desk support with hardware, software, web, and app development, VoIP phones, and many other services where we're able to service your business in an A to Z shop, so you're not going around to multiple carriers looking for a solution. You call us, and me and my team of professionals are able to assemble your solution and get you a tailored experience for what you need. What I want to focus on for this month is remote work, because that's still at the forefront of everyone's mind, whether that's going to be a hybrid-based workforce, whether that's going back to the office, whether that's staying at home. There's many different issues that people have come to, and I have kind of 3 main topics that cover these. So the first is email and using proper email services. So that might be Microsoft 365, G Suite with Google, or many other providers out there. The main benefit of this is collaboration. These tools allow you to collaborate on many different levels by using different services like email, contact management, calendar management, and other services now that Microsoft and Google have implemented, like booking services, so you can book your clients virtually, and saves the need from having an admin or yourself take care of that kind of stuff. They have to-do lists to keep you and your staff organized, which is the main thing that everybody wants. You need some standard stuff to do, and you want to track your employees what they're doing and what they're up to. So that's a huge one. So Microsoft and G Suite are a huge push we're seeing businesses go into. It also lets you use your own custom domain name, so it separates you from the @Gmail or @Hotmail you might be using and gives you more professional outlook in the field. What this also brings us into is voice over IP protocol. So that's VoIP phones. That's also another huge push, because these phones you can just take, you can plug in at home, you can go anywhere, and act like you're in your business. This is huge for businesses who've had to go back and not been able to use their phone systems that they have in office. The last thing I want to talk about is cloud services. We're seeing a bigger push than ever of people's physical servers going to the cloud because data silos have been created. Data silos are where you're unable to access your data unless you're in the office. So these are huge pushes. If any of that interests you, please feel free to reach out to me. We also on March 3rd from 3:30 to 5 are having a security summit with Gary Electric. The Chief of Cybersecurity for Halton Police will be talking. The Chief of Cybersecurity for TD will be talking. I'll be talking. Gary Electric will be talking on different security and IT concerns. So if that interests you, head on over to Gary Electric's site or reach out to us. We would be happy to let you know more information on it. Thank you for your time.
Just so smart. Also offers email hosting services. I know that because a couple of our members recently reached out to me to look for an IT provider, and I was able to hook them up with Joe. So I mentioned that because to all of you out there in this chamber world, we are the people you know. If you need anything, give us a call because we can make these connections for you. Next on our list, we have Hayleigh Cudmore from Stoner & Company Family Law. Hayleigh.
Hi. Hi, everyone. Yes, my name is Hayleigh Cudmore. Thanks for the opportunity to speak with you this morning. I'm a lawyer at Stoner & Company Family Law here in Oakville. For me, practicing in Oakville is very much a homecoming. I grew up here. I previously practiced in Calgary and Toronto before coming back home. Along with our Oakville office, which has been open for about 1.5 years, we also have an office in Burlington, which has been serving the Halton region for many, many years now. We offer a wide range of family law legal services at Stoner & Company. So this includes everything from divorce applications to proceedings involving child and spousal support, as well as property equalization. We also advise clients on what used to be called custody and access arrangements. We now use different terminology. It's decision-making and parenting time. And this can sometimes be the hardest and most charged kind of aspects of a separation. And there are a lot of different ways to deal with familial separation, and we can kind of work with you through all of them. So whether that be drafting and finalizing a separation agreement, mediation, arbitration, and of course, if necessary, going to court. We can also work with you to enter into marriage contracts and cohabitation agreements. And these are documents that help you shore up your rights kind of at the front end of relationships. We also offer independent legal advice on certain legal documents, such as a separation agreement that parties have drafted themselves. So it's really important to get this independent legal advice to ensure that any agreement that you and your spouse or you and your former spouse that you come to, that agreement can't later be challenged in court. So please, if you and your spouse or anyone you know are thinking of kind of coming to an agreement, that's great, but please come and see us so that we can give that independent legal advice to ensure that the contract kind of will always govern your relationship. We also offer our clients the opportunity to work with us using what's called unbundled legal services. And this is a great way for clients to keep their legal fees down. So the client remains self-represented while still be able to consult with a lawyer throughout their matter. And with these arrangements, we're often asked by clients to help drafting court documents, for instance, and consulting throughout. But as I said, the client remains self-represented. So we're located at 238 Lakeshore Road East in downtown. We're right above the Chocolato and Tommy Express that opened last month. So I know that going to visit your lawyer isn't always the most enjoyable experience, but if nothing else, you can treat yourself to a sundae afterwards because they look amazing. Every time I go down there, I'm like, wow, that menu looks fantastic. So with that, I just wanted to say thanks again for listening to me this morning. And if you think we could be of assistance at all, please give us a call. We're happy to help.
Perfect. Thank you, Hayleigh. Welcome home. I too recently managed to get back to my hometown on my home street, and it feels pretty great when you get to do it. So welcome back, Hayleigh. Next on our list, we have Amy De Palma, who's going to explain Magnet to you. Amy, please take it away.
Good morning. My name is Amy De Palma, and I represent Magnet in the Student Work Placement Program with the partnership with the Ontario Chamber of Commerce. The Magnet Student Work Placement Program is bringing together employers, students, and post-secondary school stakeholders to create quality work integrated learning opportunities for our student community. So the partnership between Magnet, the Ontario Chamber of Commerce, and the Oakville Chamber provides you, the employers, with access to apply for wage subsidies to hire post-secondary students for paid work experiences. So you can receive a subsidy of 75% up to $7,500 per student per placement. Placement terms coincide with the student semester, so we're currently processing applications for the winter term, which runs from January 1st until April 31st. As a member of the Oakville Chamber, you also have access to apply for the wage subsidy for the winter term and the fall term, which ran from September 1st until December 31st. So if you hired an eligible student between those dates, you are still able to apply to receive that wage subsidy and retroactive payment for their salary up to $7,500. We are also have the spring summer term applications that are currently open. I know that co-op offices are busy trying to place their students right now. At the moment, any employer who is eligible will just be put on a wait list pending that government funding for the upcoming semester. Eligible students need to be enrolled in a post-secondary institution. They can be either full or part-time, be a Canadian citizen, a permanent resident, or a person to whom refugee protection has been granted, and have that work integrated learning component to their degree. So most of us are familiar with co-op being work integrated learning, but it can also be a field placement. You can be a research assistant, or you can be an employer that's providing a quality work experience that coincides with the student's program of study. So again, the Student Work Placement Program benefits you, the employer, by providing funding that reimburses eligible employers for 75% of those wages to a maximum of $7,500 for each placement. And it also benefits the students because they're receiving quality work experience for their chosen field of study, and you're preparing them for the workforce in the future today. The team at the Oakville Chamber of Commerce has been working so very hard on this initiative the past 6 months, and I'm so happy to be able to be working with them to assist you. This program is all about providing economic recovery for you, the chamber members, through this wage subsidy for hiring student talent. If you have any questions about the program, I encourage you to reach out to the team at the Oakville Chamber and to log on to their chamber portal, create your own account, and receive access to the applications for this wage subsidy. In addition, you're also going to receive access to Canada's largest student recruitment platform called Outcome Campus Connect, and that allows you, the members, to assist in finding the best student talent for your business through one single job posting that can reach over 85 post-secondary institutions across Canada. Funding is limited, so again, I encourage any members interested in the program to speak to your chamber team right after this meeting today and begin your application for eligibility for the Student Work Placement Program. Thank you.
Yes, now, as Amy said, we work together on this. We have a partnership with Magnet. So if you want more information, give us a call, or their stuff is all listed on our website, and we're happy to help with that as well. Our next speaker is Rishi Bandhu from Bandhu Law Professional Corporation. Rishi, my good friend, take it away.
Good morning, everyone. Shane, it's good to see you. It's been a long time. So I'm a labor and employment lawyer, and I've been practicing that field exclusively for 16 years. I've been based out of Oakville since 2013 and a resident of Oakville since 2008. So once every couple of years, I like to do this pitch. So as a labor and employment lawyer, I do a lot of things, but I'm going to focus on two key things that I do for many businesses in Oakville. Number one, I keep employers out of hot water. Number two, when they get in hot water, I reduce that temperature if they happen to fall in. So now what I'd like to do is convey two pieces of valuable advice if you are a business owner or if you advise other business owners. Now listen carefully, because in my experience, this advice is worth at least $10,000 and likely much, much more if, like most business owners and managers, you understand that time is money. So number one, if you don't have contracts of employment with employees, the cost of terminating those employees may be at least 3 months of wages, and you'll get nothing in return for that money but frustration and lost time. You've all heard the radio ads, you've all seen the ads on CP24, and there are employment lawyers, teams of them, that are ready to pounce on any employer that dismisses an employee without proper advice and planning. Second piece of advice, if you have contracts of employment with employees that haven't been updated by a lawyer in the recent past, and I mean in the last few months, you are also at risk. In 2020, the Ontario Court of Appeal invalidated most employment agreements that exist throughout Ontario because of the use of two key words: just cause. And these agreements have been thrown out no matter who has drafted them, whether it's a Bay Street lawyer, whether these are Fortune 500 companies. And it's really taken the community by storm and caused a lot of anxiety and stress about these agreements. So if your agreements reflect that language, don't despair. It can be fixed, but you should have your agreements reviewed as soon as possible. So what I can do for small businesses, I'll help you get your agreements in order. And then I'll stay in the background as your trusted and confidential resource to keep you focused on growing your business. Remember, the only truly confidential relationship that exists is with your lawyer. And in employment relationships, that can be one of your most valuable resources. Thanks very much.
Nicely timed. We seem to have a bit of an employment thing going on here, which is actually fantastic because as a lot of you know, I spend most of my days talking with our members. I'm on the phone or on Zoom all day long. And I'm happy to report, I heard a rush, 5 different companies hiring this week. So we're getting back at it. And obviously we got 2 services right here. Though. So if you need any help and you are hiring, 2 great options right here to reach out for assistance with. Next speaker is, oh yes, whether you call it soccer or football, Mr. Stephen Nesbitt at Soccer World can help you out with all your needs. Stephen.
Hey, Shane, thank you. And thank you, Becky. Well, good morning, everybody. As Shane had mentioned, Stephen Nesbitt, one of the owners at Soccer World, located at 521 North Service Road East. Yeah, you know, we offer anything soccer related, from your high-end soccer shoes to apparel to putting logos on t-shirts, on jerseys. But what I also want to talk about is Soccer World from a different perspective. It happens to be the 20-year anniversary for Soccer World, although my partner and I purchased a store back in September 2019. My background was about 25 years of corporate sales. Soccer's in my DNA. So for me, don't tell my partner this, but it's kind of like early retirement, getting to spend, you know, 6 days a week in the store and talking soccer and just engaging with customers that come in. But we're also very active in the community as well, supporting multiple charities. That's something that we're very, very proud of. But ultimately, we want our guests, when they come in, to have a real soccer experience versus just going to, you know, a local, you know, sport check and asking for some assistance. All of our staff have played the game for many, many years at an elite level. They eat, breathe, and live soccer. So you really have a soccer guru that can come in and assist you. One of the neat things that we also have at Soccer World, if you haven't been before, is we have about a 200 square foot turf area in the back, which is great. So when young players come in to try on new shoes, for example, it allows them the opportunity to get on that turf and knock the ball around, whether that's with myself or one of my staff members or with their parents, which really helps them, you know, get a good feel for the shoe. As I mentioned, it is our 20-year anniversary, so we do have some sales going on right now within the store. But really, I just wanted to take this opportunity, introduce myself. You'll be seeing more of me at these Chamber of Commerce meetings. It's my first one. I don't know if the previous owners were members, but we're very excited, very happy to be part of this community. Again, I'd like to thank Shane and Becky for the invite. And I would love to see anybody, a member of the Chamber of Commerce, please come in, introduce yourself to me. Again, if you have any requirements for logo printing, if you own a business and you want to give your employees some sort of t-shirts with logos on them, we can provide all of that information as well. I really, that's all I have to say, Shane. Again, I thank you for the invite. I look forward to becoming a key active member in the Oakville Chamber of Commerce and supporting our membership. Thank you.
Nice. And we look forward to working with you too. Now, the one thing I love about what you did there is there's so many different services that we are involved with. I mean, you wouldn't think of going to a place like Soccer World to get your logo printing done, but again, they offered other services. So this is where we get to know each other, networking, doing these kinds of videos to kind of spread those messages. Again, if you need help with that, we're pretty good at it. Give us a call and we'll help you out. Next up, we have our Executive Vice President, Franz Fournier, who's going to talk to us about our Bell Let's Talk event. Franz, are you on?
Here, got
There
my
we are.
talk to you. Shane, I thought you'd appreciate this. Stephen and Soccer World, welcome to the Chamber community. I'm so pleased that you, stood right up and pitched for your company. That's great. Bell Let's Talk was have to say, a huge success this past January. And once again, we are very happy to partner with Bell to bring a Bell Let's Talk event to the Chamber. So you can see the full toque. This event has really grown in stature and importance over the years, and it just testimony to the work that Bell has done and testimony to the work that we all have done to talk about mental health and get rid of that stigma. So we're really excited to host coming up very soon next week, Thursday, February 25th at 4 p.m. on Zoom. Let's Talk Healthy Minds and Resiliency with Dr. Noah Lazar and moderated by Michelle Sparling. So we hope you'll join the conversation. The first 25 register get a toque, courtesy of Bell. And, when we had these toques a couple of years ago, they were a hot commodity. I understand from Kristen that the event is up on the website at oakvillechamber.com, so you can register. First 25 get a toque. And I'm thrilled to see so many people on this morning, and our first foray into networking. Shane has been advocating for this for months, I have to tell you. So I'm thrilled that we finally have the get-go to do that this morning. So have a wonderful morning. Stay warm out there. I have walked my dog this morning. It is cold, and have a great day.
Awesome. Thanks, Franz. Yeah, you know what? I actually have been doing a lot of networking with my good friends, Ted, Kim, and Lisa. We've got a couple different other events going. So if you want some information on other networking opportunities, I mean, we got this great one coming up right after this, but there are other options out there and ways for you to get involved with our chamber members, because they're all on these calls. Along with some other fresh faces. So if you're interested in hearing more about those groups, give me a call. I'm happy to show you what we do in there, because wow, the mental health game, this has been a massive help. And it's one of the things that I hear from the folks on these calls is how staying connected has helped us, kind of stay focused, stay on track, and make sure our businesses, are coming out on the right end of this. So folks, that is it for the recorded portion of this event. We look forward to seeing you again next month. Again, if you're interested in more information on how to do this or get involved, give me a call, send us an email, go onto the website. There's lots of great ways for you to find out some information about this. For now, look forward to seeing you next month. Have a great day and be prosperous, everyone. Cheers.